Hello everyone, this is the Sports Spiral, and today I'm going to review college football rivalry week, and I'm going to pick the games for the conference championship. So let me just get right into these. So for rivalry week, Ole Miss didn't have too many problems with their rival Mississippi State, winning that one 31-21. Cincinnati made another good claim for the playoff, winning 35-13 over ECU, which is one of the better teams in the American Conference. Arkansas was able to handle Missouri. Utah won 28-13 over Colorado. NC State, they won 34-30 over rival North Carolina. And then Saturday, Florida without their head coach Dan Mullen, but they win over Florida State 24-21. Some crazy things going on in that game, but including a muffed punt by Florida State, muffed onside kick, and that was pretty funny to watch. And then Georgia, they shut out the rival. And Georgia Tech, really, it's not Georgia's rival. Those games were always blowout. Yeah. Rival in quotation marks. Georgia Tech, that's 45-0 win. And then a big upset here, kicking Ohio State, most likely out of the playoff. Yes, out of the playoff. And Michigan wins 42-27. So Michigan is in, Ohio State is out. Baylor gets it done in a close one versus Texas Tech, 27-24. Wake Forest beats Boston College in a blowout, 41-10. And then a crazy game. Alabama had only scored 3 points to the last 2 minutes of the game, and then they win 7 in a quick drive, and then they last Auburn 24-22 in 4 OT. Oregon got it done versus rival Oregon State 38-29, but Oregon's still out of the playoff at this point. And then we had Michigan State getting it done versus Penn State 30-27. With Minnesota upset Wisconsin 23-13. Texas A&M fell to LSU 27-24. Oklahoma State finally bested Oklahoma 37-33. Pittsburgh beat Syracuse 31-14. Clemson shut out South Carolina. Clemson, they've been coming on strong lately, so maybe a good bowl game for them. But South Carolina, yeah, I lost here. They had some good parts in the season, though. And then, no problem, Notre Dame 45, Stanford 14, so no problem for Notre Dame there. And then BYU got done a close one versus USC 35-31. So in week 13, I was 16-4, and on the season, I'm now 163-52. Here are the picks for the conference championships. So some of these conferences, I don't know too much about the teams, but I'm just going to pick everything. We'll see how it goes. So CUSA, I know that Western Kentucky has that good quarterback Zapier, or whatever his name is. And UTSA, they've looked good, but they didn't play well versus Northern Texas. So I think Western Kentucky gets it done, and this one's going to be a higher scoring game, though. And then Utah, they blew out Oregon last time they met. But usually the second meetings are the opposite. So I've got Oregon in this one over Utah in a close one. We will see how that game plays out. And then for the MAC conference, we've got Kent State and NIU. That's Northern Illinois. So yeah, I do not know much about this conference. I'm going to pick Kent State. I think they were favored or something. So yeah, I picked Kent State in that one in a close one, 42-38. And then Big 12, Oklahoma State needs this one to have a chance at the playoff. They're going against a pretty good team in Baylor, though, but I do have Oklahoma State here, 26-20. And then in the Mountain West, San Diego State, they've looked pretty good this season. They've been in the rankings a lot. Utah State, they've looked good as well, just haven't been in the rankings, really. So I've got San Diego State here, 37 to Utah State's 30. And then in the Sun Belt, another conference I don't know too much about. I just know Louisiana. Billy Napier is going to Florida. That's one of the coaching changes. So let me just pause here and talk about the coaching changes, because we had Billy Napier. He went to Florida. He will coach in the conference championship. Brian Kelly from Notre Dame is going to LSU. That's a surprising move. I didn't expect him to go there, so that is very surprising. And then Lincoln Riley from Oklahoma to USC, another surprise. So lots of surprising moves. At Notre Dame, Freeman will fill in as head coach there. He will be the new head coach. So lots of coaching changes. Back to the games. I do think App State will win this. They're favorites. So yeah, I've got App State here, 38-31. In the SEC, this is the biggest game so far of the entire season, and it's Georgia versus Alabama. So Georgia, they have looked pretty good offensively. They might not seem like the best, but they're consistently scoring around 30 points a game. 30 to 40 points a game. So a consistent offense for Georgia, a great defense. Alabama's offense had some magic, as they had versus Auburn. Sometimes they have had some issues. Alabama's defense, so. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. They do have some great players on defense, though, so that's Georgia. I've got Georgia in this one. Not a blowout. I think Georgia gets it done 30-20. And that would put Georgia in and Alabama out. And then in the American, this is a pivotal game for Cincinnati to get in the playoff. The first group of top 5 teams to get in the playoff. And I think they should be able to win it versus Houston, 41-30. And if I'm Houston here, Houston's in my same conference, so I just want to see a team from my conference get in the playoff. So I would leave Cincinnati alone in this one, not let them win it, let them win it. So yeah, I got Cincinnati 41-30 there. And then in the Big Ten, Michigan all the way up to number 2. They got 13 Iowa. Iowa started out good, but they really faded. Shouldn't be too much of an issue for Michigan, not a trap game or anything. I've got Michigan 26-13. I just don't think Iowa's offense can win games. And then in the ACC, we have Pittsburgh versus Wake Forest, and I think Pitt will get it done here. Wake Forest, they're similar teams. They both have great offenses. I just think Pitt is a little better. They've got Pickett, a great quarterback. Wake Forest, that's Hartman, another great quarterback, but I do have Pittsburgh in this one, 45-38. So that is going to do it for the preview for Week 14. Please make sure to subscribe and like. And this is the Sports Spiral. Bye.